If the simple interest on $4,000 for 3 years is $720, that means we're given the simple interest. And we're also given $4,000, which is the principal. Then what is the rate? What is the rate of interest? That is what's unknown, our R. And we, of course, are also given the time, which is for 3 years. So after inputting into our table everything that was given to us in the question, we're going to use the simple interest formula, I equals P times R times T. Now, we're given the simple interest, so we will put in the 720, and that's equal to the principal 4,000 times the rate, which is unknown, times the time for 3. And the first thing we're going to do simply is multiply 4,000 times R times 3, and that gives us 12,000 R. To solve for the rate, I will divide both sides of the equation by 12,000 in order to get the rate by itself, the R here on this side of the equation. So then that gives us 720 divided by 12,000. And that gives me the decimal of 0.06. But of course, remembering how to convert a decimal to percent, we move the decimal 2 places to the right, and that is 6%. So the rate of interest is 6%. Use the future value formula to determine the missing value. So we're trying to determine the missing value for the future value. And you see that we have the future value formula here at the bottom. We're given the principal, that's $1,100. We're told that the rate is 5%, so we will convert that to 0.05, and the time is 6 years. So the future value formula, A equals P times 1 plus R times T. And so we're just going to input everything that's given to us in the question. So we have 1,100 times 1 plus the rate of 0.05 times the time, which is 6. And let's calculate everything inside the parentheses first. Right? So we have the 0.05 times 6, and then we add 1 to that, and that's 1 plus 1.3. Multiply that times 1,100, and we have our future value at 1,100 times 1.3, which equals to $1,430. Use the formula for future value and elementary algebra to find the missing quantity. So we are given the amount, which is our future value, the $1,850. We are given the principal, which is $1,250. And the rate is unknown, so we are going to need to find the rate, and we're given the time, which is 6 years. So let's input what we have into the formula. We have our 1850 equals 1250, parenthesis 1 plus R times 6, and we'll close in those parentheses. Now those parentheses are very important, right? So just multiplying what's inside the parentheses here, that's going to give us our 1 plus 6R. Now watch the algebra here. I'm going to divide away the 1250 from both sides. So I'm going to divide 1250 here, which will divide into leave us a 1 behind, and then I'll divide the other side of the equation by 1250 as well. Now watch what happens to our equation. After dividing in our calculator, the 1850 divided by 1250, that gives us 1.48 equals to the 1 plus 6r on the right. Now I can start to do a little bit more algebra. I'm solving for r, so I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, 1 from the 1.48. Of course, that just leaves us with 0.48. That equals to 6r. Now I can solve for r by dividing by 6. And 0.48 divided by 6 will equal to 0.08. Now this is our interest rate, so we need to convert it to a percentage. So 0.08 converted to a percentage is 8%.